This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. And hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We are at Oakmont Country Club in western Pennsylvania. Frank, the site of so many historic moments. Great players have made their mark here. Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Ernie Els, a long and distinguished list.
Oakmont, if it's not the most difficult golf course in North America, Rich, it's certainly one of the most difficult golf courses. With its 210 bunkers, really personified by the church pews, the hard and slick greens that slope away from the player and the tight fairways. This golf course always requires the utmost precision.
Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. Frank, here we go again. Another shot from the rough.
Yeah, let's see if he learned his lesson.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, still a long ways to go.
Yeah, I'd like to think at the end of the day he's forgotten about that.
These putts keep the round together. Putt drops, now at 1 over par. Relatively short par 4, second hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee here? It's probably not driver.
It certainly isn't. You need a decent yardage in for your second shot, so you don't really want to hit it past those last of the 6 bunkers on that right side. That leaves a shot of 100, 110 yards. There's another tee box a little further up where they can make it like drivable at 265 yards, but for such a short hole, this is sort of a fearsome one. You always feel like you're making a mistake when you're putting the ball on the tee.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away.
It's no snack, though.
Not his best stuff right there.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
Just a couple of feet. Been a little bit of a fight so far, 3 over par. Third hole's a par 4. Again, it's 428 yards, but Frank, we look out to the left and we can see there's nothing quite like the third at Oakmont.
Well, the church pews certainly might look beautiful from our point of view, but they really shrink the hole down, or the landing area, because not only the pews on the left side, but a bunch of bunkers on the right. You can see the tee shot plays a little downhill, but it funnels in so closely together that more often than not we'll see players hit long irons off the tee here.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So with that, they're trying to fight back. Now at 2 over. Here now with the par 5 fourth at Oakmont. 609 yards in length. Good par 5. Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Second from an excellent lie. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So close. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed a bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Needs birdies at some point, but will take the par to stay at 2 over. Take you up now to the 5th hole, 382-yard par 4. Frank, what do you think of the 5th?
An excellent tee shot is required here with just a long iron. Even something as short as a 4-iron is fine because the hole's not overly long. If you can bisect the bunkers on both sides, that's the key there. Second shot's going to be a little downhill.
Let's see what happens now on this second shot here at the 5th hole at Oakmont. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just a shade over par, +1. Par 3 6th here at Oakmont. Frank, it's changed a bit since you played here in the U.S. Open back in 1994.
Yes, it has, Rich. They used to have a bunker behind the screen, sort of back left. They've removed that now and actually increased the back of this green. I'm not going to say it makes the hole that much easier. It just gives them a few more places to cut a flag when they choose to stick it in the back. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Boy, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Third birdie of the round. All set here at the par 4 7th. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's a rather intimidating tee shot there since the trees have all been removed that used to be very, very close to this fairway. 3 bunkers down the right side, another 2 on the left. They've either got to be somehow threaded in between, or the longest hitters might just be able to squeeze it past. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Looks like he just misread that. And getting ready for the putt. Drops it, and he's at even par. Frank, the par 3 8th, it will take a player's very best strike.
Yeah, it's not often you see the odd driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out to close to 300 yards, then everybody in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a big, long par 3. Green does feed a little bit to the left, but at that distance, no hole is easy. Yeah, it was a little over-ambitious.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Pretty good shot right there.
Even par currently.
Still even par for the day. Rounding out the front 9 here at Oakmont, Frank, it looks to be straight away, uphill. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill, semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right, and of course rough if you miss those. This is one of those holes, even though it's a par 4 now, you miss the fairway here, you are not reaching this green in 2.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, you've been there. This is kind of a memorable approach shot, isn't it? The 2nd to the 9th.
Yeah, often you'll have people putting on the back because part of that is the practice putting green. So you see many of approach shots bound through and go between the legs of some people trying to get ready for their round. Green might look like a big square, but there's not too many flat sections in this green. That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge in here. If you're not as fortunate and you leave it hanging up on that hill, it plays a good 200 yards from the second. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Now, as they say, 300-yard drive, one shot, miss a short one, also one shot.
That's painful. Still playing even for the day after the par. Pretty short hole here at the 11th. It's only 379 yards, par 4. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
He'll need to be strong with this. Good looking shot right here. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable. It's at sneaky distance.
A little bit of a misread there.
Yeah, it was makeable, that's for sure.
So a tester from 4 feet. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
So with that, 1 over par. Well, Frank, the par 5 12th here at Oakmont, it's a lot of golf hole at 667 yards.
It's the hardest par 5 that I've ever seen or played that doesn't have water. It starts with that tee shot. The whole fairway slopes left to right. Just to get the ball on the fairway, you've got to draw the ball against the slope. The same problem exists with the second and the third shot.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
The second shot.
Well, when you can't reach the green out of a fairway bunker, do the next best thing. That's put the ball in play. That's exactly what we just saw.
Smart shot. Headed for the bunker, I think. Well, Frank, you hate to miss the green on a par 5 with your third shot.
Well, they say par 5s are the easiest holes to birdie, but the hardest holes to make 4. Making a 6, though, that certainly sets yourself backwards. So tough up and down.
And he's made it onto the green now. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey at 1 and now another at number 2 has really taken him out of his game at this point. Headed for the bunker? That one is in the bunker. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing.
Really. This is an awkward length. Good read, good line, well played.
14, pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second 9 so far.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Safely aboard, about 25 feet from the hole. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
On the way. Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards. What a test here, Frank.
It certainly is. The tee shot here is a little bit like the par 5 12th, where the fairway slopes quite severely from left to right. It means the pews there on the left side are actually not a bad place to aim at. You just have to allow for that kick and roll towards the right.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a cross-country special. That's a nice lag putt. Frank, what would you focus on a long putt?
That 3-foot circle. Obviously, you allow yourself a little bit more the further and further away you get, but just expectations, lower them a little bit. There's certain distances, just take 2.
Okay, has it, and stays at 1 over par. Yet another demanding hole here at Oakmont. The par 3 16th, 231-yard par 3. Frank calls for a well-struck long iron.
It certainly does. It's going to favor something that's hit a little higher and a little softer. If you could just mentally cut this green in half and just sort of look at the left half of this green, that's really the best way to play this hole. And the reason why is the general contours all move to the right. That ball can still funnel down to the right side of the green.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Settles in over the putt. Frank, that looked good to me.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That is a solid par putt. Frank, here we are at the 17th. It's only 313 yards. That's a par 4, by the way. Nowadays, that could be a par 3. What's the right way to play this hole, or does it simply depend on where you are in the championship?
I think it depends on where you are in the championship. Sometimes people try and hit drivers at drivable par 4s. Believe it or not necessary to make birdie, but it's the easiest option to make 4. One of the problems here at 17, if you do lay it up and the flag is on the right side, you turn it into a very, very difficult short par 4. And that's the reason why people often try and drive these greens.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Nothing wrong with that one. Only about 15 feet away and a chance for birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Well, we've seen this before today. In the bunker. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Great finishing hole here at Oakmont, Frank, the 18th.
I remember back in 1994, this was the last hole in a US Open ever played by Arnold Palmer. You couldn't pick a better finishing hole to win a championship or say farewell.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Did a nice job with that putt. Good read, good speed. Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, I thought he made that.
Whoa, that was unexplainable. I thought that was easily going to be a par.
Yeah, I'll have to focus, try to make bogey. Frank, we hear the sports psychologists who often say, put the mistake behind you, live in the moment. Easier said than done.
It is, male, female, it doesn't, it certainly, it affects every